The thing is that I created this game, and I have to do this, and I've created this monster for myself. I'm back. I'm here. Deck of TBR. Let's go June. It's June. Is June the first month I ever did Deck of TBR? Is this one a year of hang on. It's either June or July. I hope it's July. Yeah, it was July. Okay. That was scary. My name is Maddie. Or Books with Maddie. But you already knew that. I guess next month is 1 year of Deck of TBR. What should I do in celebration? I have no ideas. Let me know what I should do. It's June Deck of TBR. I don't know what kind of energy I'm bringing to the board today. Okay. We're literally just going to start. I have nothing to say except I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what the rules are anymore. I had 5 books last month. I read all of them for the most part, but I'm saying that I read all of them. Where the Crawdads Sing, I read it. I have a wrap-up that's coming out. It might have already come out. I don't know. If it already came out, you already know what happened. I read this book. At the end of last month's Deck of TBR, I ranked the books and how I thought my ratings would go from best to worst. In my wrap-up, I reveal how correct I was with those rankings. So go watch that video if it's out and see how correct I was. If it's not out, just wait patiently. The Podex, read it. Young Elites, read it. The Devil Wears Prada, read it. The Summer Wives, almost read it, but it's okay. I'm counting it because look at it. I'm like 40% of the way done, and it's June 1st right now when I'm filming this. So if I finish it by tonight, I feel like that should still count. It's June. It's Deck of TBR. Happy Pride Month, by the way. That's it. I don't know where my cards are. Where are my cards? Since I last came to you, I've reorganized my bookshelves. So I've lost everything in conclusion. But either way, the only thing that I really want on my deck, on my TBR this month is The Wicked King by Holly Black, because I read The Cruel Prince and I've been wanting to read The Wicked King for a vlog project that I'm doing, and I have not been able to, so this vlog project is taking forever because I have not been able to read the actual books that I need to read for it. Either way, we're literally, do I do something else in the beginning of this that I'm forgetting about? I feel like we usually don't get into it this quickly. We're just being productive? Maybe we're just being productive. I don't know. Okay, I guess we're just gonna start. No shuffling because that's the rule, unless we get an ace. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 7 of Spades. What's going on? Why is this happening so quickly? What do I usually do differently? Okay. 7 of Spades. Over here, retelling. So basically a retelling of another story. For example, isn't like A Court of Thorns and Roses a retelling of like Beauty and the Beast or something like that? Or Heartless. Or Cinder. Cinder, that's a great example. Cinder by Marissa Meyer is a retelling of Cinderella. Heartless is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, maybe? Is The Wicked King a retelling? I could read, okay, I have the second Cinder book. I don't want to read that. I have A Court of Thorns and Roses. Wait, should I read A Court of Thorns and Roses? Should I do it? Is that a retelling? I'm gonna look up some retellings and get back to you about this because I might read A Court of Thorns and Roses. I've never read Sarah J. Maas in my freaking life, people. Here's the deal. I have probably many retellings, but the 3 that I found, the 2 minutes that I had patience to look, were A Court of Thorns and Roses, the second Cinder book called Scarlet, and The Night Circus, which I did not know that was a retelling. I don't know what it's a retelling of. This is how I feel about all of them. Scarlet, don't want to read, didn't enjoy Cinder, don't want to read Scarlet. The Night Circus, people have been begging me to read this, I should read it, I want to read it. But A Court of Thorns and Roses, I'm terrified to read, but I should read so that I can be a literal member of BookTube, because I've never read Sarah J. Maas in my life, and so I don't feel like I'm a real booktuber. Should I read ACOTAR? Should I do it? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Am I gonna read Holly Black and Sarah J. Maas in the same month? But do I need to be starting another series? I'm in the middle of like 12, I don't know why I said that weird, 12 billion series right now, about. Approximately 12 billion, I would say. I think I need to read Sarah J. Maas. I've had this book for so long that I still have this old cover on it. What am I doing? Am I reading Sarah J. Maas? Am I reading A Court of Thorns and Roses? Am I doing it? Do I do it? I'm doing it. Am I doing it? I think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. Am I doing it? I think I did it. I did it. The decision is made. Okay. Taking retelling off and 7 of spades off and replacing this thing with, okay, plus 2 books, which means if I get this, I have to add 2 books to my TBR. Okay, we're picking the next one, which I want to say that I haven't gotten an ace in a while, which means I have not shuffled these in a while, which means my chances of getting a joker have increased significantly every time I pick a card because they're not being shuffled back in. If you're unfamiliar with the rules of getting a joker, this is what happens when I get a joker. I read A Little Life. I don't want to read A Little Life if it's unclear by the fact that it's called a bomb book. I don't want to read it. I'm scared. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. King of Diamonds. Okay, this is color cover prompt, which means I will randomly generate a color and then I will pick a cover that most closely matches the color. I will pick a cover that most closely, which means I will randomly generate a color and I will pick a cover with a color that which means I will randomly generate a color and I will pick a cover which most closely matches. I will pick a cover which has which means I will randomly generate a color and I will pick a cover which color most closely matches the color that I've randomly generated. You'll see what happens if that was unclear. Okay, so this is just the starting color. We're gonna just refresh. Oh, okay, so there's a bit of discrepancy between what's showing up on the screen and what's showing up on camera. It's like a darkish blue. It looks really aqua on. I'm gonna take a screenshot and then I'll post the exact color on the side. I'm gonna look around. I'm thinking about the Wicked King currently, but I will let you know how closely it matches. I have so many more books that more closely match, but will you give this to me? Will you please give this to me? I probably can find a book that exactly matches this color, but will you give this to me, please? I know it literally doesn't match, and this is literally more green than blue, but I feel like you could probably find this color in this cover somewhere. I really want to read The Wicked King. So many books that would more closely match this. This is my game. These are my rules. I'm going with The Wicked King by Holly Black, and literally nobody can stop me. Like, down here, that color, like, that could match. I feel super guilty about this, but there's no reason to. Next. We're picking another card. Oh, how many do we have to pick? 4? Yeah. 4? Okay. 3, 2, 1. No. That didn't happen. That did not happen. I cannot tell you how much I didn't plan this, because for all of these cards, there are 2 jokers in all of these cards, and there's maybe 30 something cards in here because it's not a full deck because I take the cards out once I use them so I don't get repeats. So, like, why would this happen is the question. Like, if it could have been anywhere in this deck, and why would it be here? Like, I've done, like, 3 months now where I haven't got an ace, and an ace means I can shuffle back in, which means the joker, like, gets less and less likely. So I kind of set up a system where I would never get the joker if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Unfortunately, I've received a joker. I can't describe to you in any type of words how terrified I am to read A Little Life. And I know how many people out there begged me to, because it's apparently an amazing book. I don't want to read it so much. I do not want to read it, like, so much. I don't want to read it. Because I cry over everything in books. I cry over everything. I cry over happy stuff, much less sad stuff. Like, I cry over everything. Books destroy me in a way that nothing else can, and I am terrified. I don't think after I read that book I will be the same person that I am going into it. I don't think I'll be the same. I think I will come out the shell of the person that I once was. I am so scared. When I read The Darkest Minds, if you know what happens at the end of that book, it destroyed me in a way that nothing else ever has. Like, it destroyed me in such an intense way, okay? I don't know what it is about books that can, like, tear me apart when something terrible happens. I don't want to read this book. People cannot get through this book without crying. Like, the hardest of hearts cannot get through this book without crying. And my heart is like jello. There is nothing stopping anything from attacking it. Like, I am the most vulnerably available person for emotional torment. And I'm reading A Little Life. It's happening. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I don't feel guilty about going with Awakened King now, because I have to read A Little Life. Here's A Little Life. You can even tell, like, that's gonna be me on page 1. This is me right now. I bought this book at a thrift store, actually, and it was one of those thrift stores that you can, like, recommend books. People can write these bookmarks and tell you what they thought of the book. This one, it was given 5 stars, and it says, deeply, deeply moving with characters so vivid they remain with you long after the last page. It is a poignant, heartbreaking depiction of trauma and of the friendships which make life worth living. Sounds amazing. Sounds like an amazing book. I don't want to read it. I don't want any part of it. Look at how long it is. Oh my gosh. It's like 800 pages. I don't want to read it. You know what? I have to. The thing is that I have to. And the thing is that I created this game, and I have to do this. And I've created this monster for myself. I have to pick another book. I have to get through this. We have to finish this. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Another king? You know what that means? When we get 2 kings, we have to pick another card. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. The Deck of TBR demon is back. The curse, whatever freak I called it, it's back. 3, 2, 1. What is this? The color of poop? Great. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry, I'm 12. Wanted to be summery month. I bought 3 new freaking romances, and I want to read them all, but I can't. I have to read freaking A Little Life. It's my birthday month. I don't have a brown book like that. I just don't. Does anybody? I don't think so. Turns out I hate books. I hate reading. I hate everything. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have any brown books like this, but I do have this book, which the Sacred Enneagram is pretty, like, the spine is pretty close, and this, like, it has like a beigey tone to it that's kind of brownish. So I'm gonna read this. It's pretty short. I believe it's nonfiction. Actually, I know it's nonfiction. If you don't know what the Enneagram is, it's very similar to the idea of, like, the Myers-Briggs personality type test. I think it's 9 numbers, which each number represents a different personality type, and there are quizzes and things you could take to understand which personality type you fall under to help you better connect with people. You know, their personality type, it basically encompasses likes and dislikes, needs, and things like that, and it's actually really helpful, and it's a very, like, it's not like a personality quiz type of thing. There's actually, like, a lot to it, and it's really interesting. And so I got this book, I think, for Christmas 2 years ago, because I really wanted to look more into it and look into the basis and, like, the science and spirituality behind the Enneagram, because it's really interesting. And so yeah, I'm really excited for this. This is actually gonna be really cool. Okay, so so that's 4 books, so I need to pick 1 more because I got freaking double kings. Okay, 3, 2, 1, ace. It's a little late. It's a little late for that, ace. And the problem with that is I don't know where the rest of my cards are. I put my cards in that gold box every time, and I don't know where the gold box is. So I'm gonna go find that. So basically what the ace means is I shuffle all the cards back in, which gives me the potential to get things that I've already gotten on here, like preps that I've replaced and everything, and also opens up the potential for me to get Joker again, and any of these other cards or anything. It basically eliminates that rule of last time where if I got double cards over and over again, I had to add another prompt, which was just the worst thing ever. So I do have to pick 1 more card after I shuffle these back together. So let's pick 1 more card, and then we are done. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Is that not the card we just... Okay, I don't understand that. Did we just get an ace of hearts? Wait, hang on. Okay, I watched the footage back. It was an ace of diamonds, but I think because I got 2 aces in a row, I have to pick another card, but does that mean I have to pick 2 more cards? Because technically when I picked the last card, it was an ace, so I didn't get a book. So I guess I have to pick 2 more? I don't understand the rules to this game at all. I'm not gonna pretend to, but to me, I think I have to pick 2 more because I got the ace, which means I then had to shuffle them together. So I had to pick another one. Then I got a double, which means I have to pick another one, I think. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna pick short books if I get them, but I guess I do have to shuffle again because I got another ace. So I'm gonna do that. I believe that was the rule, and I know that sounds similar to the old rule, but it's like super less likely to happen because I take the books out. This is just like a super weird coincidence where like aces, it can happen because there will always be 4 aces in the deck. That's still really rare to pick 2 aces in a row. I don't know why that happened, but yeah, it's like super decreased the chances of me getting doubles, but I guess for some reason it's happening twice this month. Okay, I shuffled them all together, and we're gonna pick 2 more, I guess. 3, 2, 1. Jack. Oh, this is TBR Dry, which I have not updated in months. Like, holy crap, I haven't updated this in such a long time. I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay, I have added the rest of the missing whatever books I got recently to this jar so that they are in here, and I am currently mixing them around so that I don't just pick the ones that were on top. Now I'm gonna pull one. We're gonna see what it is. We're gonna pray that it's like a short book that I really want to read. A nice light summer read. Close my eyes. I'm gonna pick one. Please be a light summer read. Please be a light summer read. Okay, this one's kind of small. Oh. Okay. It's The Vanishing Throne. That is the second book in the Falconer, I think it's trilogy, by Elizabeth May. The first book is The Falconer. That's not too bad. This isn't too long, right? 450 pages-ish? Not too bad. Yeah. So, I don't know how to feel about this. I think it's gonna be okay. The first one was like better than I thought it was gonna be. I also think I read The Falconer for TBR Jar. So that's interesting. But yeah, The Vanishing Throne by Elizabeth May. Okay, I think we still have one more to pick, right? Stop and shuffled, picking the last book of this month. 3, 2, 1. 8 of Clubs. 8 of Clubs is the first book that someone comments. So last time I did it on Twitter. I think this time I'm going to do it on the YouTube community. While I type this out, I'll give a little plug. I'll say that there are lots of opportunities for interactive parts of the Deck of TBR. So if you'd like to have a chance at being part of possibly being the first person who comments or participating in a poll, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube so that you can see my community posts. And every time I film Deck of TBR, there's almost always an interactive portion to it where you guys can get involved. So if you're interested in being part of that, make sure to follow me in those places. My computer is currently taking forever to load. I don't know what is going on with my Wi-Fi, but in the meantime, I am going to pick a new prompt for 8 of Clubs. It will be random publishing year. So I'm basically just going to generate a random publishing year and read a book from that year. So I will come back once I get my 6th book and let you know where that will be in the ranking. The way I currently have it is from bottom to top. I have the Sacred Enneagram on the bottom. I do think I'm going to enjoy this book, but it's going up against some pretty intense books, so I'm just leaving it safely on the bottom. Then I have A Little Life because I genuinely think this is going to be a great book. I think it's going to destroy me, and there's no way I will ever give it 5 stars if it destroys me in the way that I think it will. I then have The Vanishing Throne, which I don't think I will find as moving as A Little Life, so I could interchange these depending on if I actually enjoy A Little Life, but this is, I feel like, probably going to be a pretty average read for me. The Falconer was, I think, a 3-star for me, so I don't have too high hopes for this one, but who knows, Elizabeth May could really pop off with this one, so I do not know. I then have A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I don't know how to think about. I have no idea if I'm going to enjoy this or not. I have no idea. And then I have The Wicked King by Holly Black on top. I have such high hopes for this one. I really enjoyed The Cruel Prince, and I'm very excited to read this soon, so hopefully I absolutely love it. Okay, after I filmed, I immediately proceeded to take all of my things down, forgetting that I had to film another clip for my 6th book, but the book that I will be reading is Circe. It was commented by Marcia Azevedo. I apologize if that's incorrect pronunciation, but I'm going to be reading Circe by Madeline Miller, which I'm so excited about, number 1, because I already own it, and number 2, because it is one of my 5-star predictions, and I really think I'm going to love it. I don't know if I'm going to love it as much as The Wicked King, so I think I'm going to put it in 2nd place as far as rankings go, because I'm a little bit nervous about it being up against some really big names this month, but I really don't know. I could be totally off on that, because I do love historical fiction. I do love mythology. It's literally a recipe for one of my favorite books. Okay, you know what? I'm putting it above The Wicked King. I'm putting it above The Wicked King. I think it's going to be number 1. Yeah. Okay, that's my final ranking. Thank you to Marcia for commenting Circe. Those are my TBR for right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a wild month. This is possibly one of the wildest, although I think last year's September, that was like crazy, but this definitely is a big reading month. We have some big authors, some big books on this TBR, so we will see what happens. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and I really want to keep making a lot of content for you guys, so that's really helpful if you do that. With that said, I guess that is the end of this video. Hope you have a great day, I hope you have a great week, and I hope you have a great life, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye!